is Mr. Hajime Unoki, President and Chief Executive Officer.
Mr. Yoshio Ishigaki, Deputy President. Mr. Masao Kawaguchi, Managing Director of Japan Domestic Sales and Marketing Group.
Mr. Toshitasu Iwai, Managing Director of International Sales and Marketing Group. Mr. Hisashi Tasei, Director and General Manager of Customer Relations and Service Division.
Now, I would like to invite our President, Mr. Unoki, up on stage to say a few words. Mr. Unoki, please. As you all probably know, our President, Mr. Unoki, is an unbelievably energetic person. I'm sure he's very happy and excited to be here today.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's my great pleasure to see all of you here today. Welcome to Singapore and Aiwa Conference in Singapore. First of all, on behalf of management and staff of Aiwa Company, let me express a sincere appreciation and thank you for your joining us today. We know very well you are sacrificing your very valuable time here. At this point of the time, let me go over very briefly though, our performance in the past year, 94. Fortunately enough, we have greatly increased our sales, domestic market and internationally. Our sales increase, although we are now figuring out in detail figure, I can say about 30 to 35% increase would be expected. On the top of that, our profit before tax could be exceeding 40%. And naturally, profit after tax, net profit I mean, will be close to 80% increase. This is for headquarters accounting department. And for international consolidated accounting, again, we are now working to make a detailed figure though. But due to a recent current currency situation, as you know, it's going to be a very hard job for our accounting department to finalize the exact figure. Because according to accounting rule, the figure of 94 should be shown at the rate of currency exchange on the 31st of March, which is the end day of fiscal year of last 94. At any date, this figure will be disclosed within 3 to 4 weeks officially though. But I would say that matter again, that this figure also showing considerably good increase over the previous years. On this matter, I'd like to once again say thank you for your good understanding of our sales policy and marketing policy last year. Without having your strong support and effort, we could not be achieved this fantastic figure last year. Particularly under today's very severe circumstances in the industry, where many companies are suffering from decrease of their profit and sales as well. We are probably one of the very few companies in the total industry which are showing good increase and healthy profit situation. We have analyzed the reason behind all this good result of last year and come out the 2 or 3 points as follows. Number one, I firmly believe, as a common sense of a business, that whether we can be successful or not largely depend on whether we can supply good quality product with better feature and more competitive and reasonable price than our competitor. I think we have achieved greatly this purpose of business during the last few years. On the top of that, I think we have created quite a new type of marketing strategy, namely refreshing and restructuring of dealer network all over the world, where we are aiming to have my favorite word of selective dealership in each marketing area. We are not trying to reach every corner of the dealer network, but we will...
Mr. Unoki and Mr. Ishigaki have already covered extensively. There is not much for me to add. But taking this good occasion with more or less 600 guests from all over the world, I would like to talk a few words. Firstly, let me report to you about our sales result in our fiscal years 1994, which ended last month. Thanks to your strong support and cooperation, we achieved a good sales result, even under inactive and depressed market environment, especially in Europe and the Middle East. Please take a look at the screen. Our sales to North America and Latin America were $650 million US, a 63% increase compared with previous years. Especially the local sales of Aiwa America, our subsidiary sales companies in the United States, achieved an excellent 68% increase compared with last year. One of the factors of such a good achievement was the success of hi-fi audio systems, which have been well accepted by most of the big customers in the United States. Aiwa America sold 1 million systems in total in the last fiscal year. As a result, our market share of audio systems in the United States is now more than 30% against the second company whose share is only 13%. Next is Europe. The whole of Europe, except UK, have been under depressed and stagnant market situation in the fiscal year of 1994. The German market was one of the examples. Total consumer electronics market in Germany had dropped by 7 or 8% compared with 1993. Also, there were continuous currency problems among European currencies and also against US dollars and Japanese yen. Even such under a difficult environment, our sales to Europe were 460 million US dollar, which were 30% higher than compared with the previous years. Now let's move on to Asia and Australia, New Zealand, and Middle East and Africa. Our sales to Asian countries, who have been constantly growing, achieved more than 50% growth compared with the previous year. I am especially happy with the sales result of Malaysia, Thailand, Vietnam, and Australia in terms of growth ratio against the previous year. As a result of those good achievements of each area, our total sales of international sales and marketing group achieved just under $2 billion. This was 48% higher than the previous year. I believe that 48%